Okay, today is Wednesday, February 22nd, and we had big ticket items today were FOMC minutes. And that ultimately was my downfall today. I started well and then had a couple of just over trading and revenge trading mistakes at the end, so I want to break those down. Overall, down $62 today, $63. So, big lesson I learned today is generally just avoid trading on big news days and definitely avoid over trading and revenge trading. So, but we will get right into this stuff right now. So today, $62.95 after everything. Took a total of 6 trades. The first trade I took in the beginning of the day was the only good trade I had today. So I want to start with my plan that I had for today. We had a range from 3995 to 4020. This is overnight range, and basically at this morning at 9:30, right before the market opened, I said I'm only willing to take short scalps inside of that range, and didn't want to mess with anything. If we retook 420 and showed signs of buying pressure above that, I was willing to go long into targeting 4040. And my bearish plan was 3995. If we retook that, saw some selling pressure, then I would be willing to take a short position targeting 3989. Now that was my plan, and everything was going according to plan for the better part of the day. And we can get into the trade journal for today, and we can break down each one. So. All right, so I want to show all of my entries, and my first trade was right about, let me get drawing tools here. I entered right at this candlestick on the uptrend, and I actually only got out just a couple of minutes later, and right about here. Ended up just making about $9, almost $10 profit. Again, I could have held for significantly longer, but it actually hit my plan exactly like I had hoped. The first plan was the small reject off of the overnight low here, but I was a little too patient and I didn't touch this one at all. Waited for it to come back down, and generally still retested the same zone, so I felt pretty confident on a reject here. So I waited for confirmation, got in, took a small scalp, and stuck to my plan. I didn't take any long or any short positions to my short target. I didn't feel like the setup was there for that just yet, so I wasn't ready to commit to that just yet. My next trade wasn't until we got to the latter part of the day, and I will zoom in here. The next trade, let's see, was not a good trade. It was very quick. I don't really know why I was in it. I'm actually just going to pull this over here. I don't have the ES translations, but basically what we had going on was, if we zoom into the beginning of the day, I was still playing off of this level right here. So this level right here roughly was around 3995 on ES. And that was my overnight low. So I still had plans to get to this area and look for scalps off of rejects of this. And then if selling pressure was strong, look for shorts into my short target. So a bunch of trades you're going to see off of this level. I'm either going to have, I had a couple of call positions and put positions today, and none of them were really good, but they were all attempts at trying to trade my plan. And then towards the end, it just became over trading and revenge trading after I lost. So here, I was seeing this as a reject, and what do you know, I got in super late. And I was trying to get a call position on small scalp. Ended up not working out. Cut that one pretty quick. So I was at least happy I cut that one pretty quick. After that, it started to get like revenge trading, because I was like, oh, I just lost some money. I got to make it back. FOMO. And keep in mind, this is also shortly after FOMC minutes. FOMC minutes happen right here at the top. And so a lot of volatility that I didn't touch for a while, and I just assumed that it was all said and done by the time, 3 o'clock rolled around and I was having these trades. Immediately after that trade, I hopped into another call position, thinking it was going to head right back up. The volatility was just throwing me for a loop, and ended up holding way too long, and I just let it drop, thinking it was just going to reverse, and it didn't. Over trading and not waiting for A+ setups here, so hard to be upset about that. Again, revenge trading, classic. Here I was chasing, so a huge run up here. What I was expecting was, I saw all of these wicks, right? A lot of volatility, a lot of wicks testing low of day. I'm thinking we're actually, we're in demand. We're having a lot of rejects off of the space. So I was thinking, hey, maybe we'll have a short move up, and we did. There was a lot of buying here. Sellers, I guess, were getting tired for the moment, and I chased, and I got in at the top. For a call position, I got in at the top. So just for anybody watching, that's not what you want to be doing. And lost very quickly there, still holding way too long. So that one hurt. And it was about this time where psychologically I was starting to realize that things were not going my way mentally and psychologically. So things didn't get much better because I just kept trading, and that's where I messed up. I did get a little bit of money back. I had a small scalp from a put contract. I did plan this one. I saw the volume, I followed it, everything worked out well. I got out when I needed to, got about $10 back. And unfortunately, I wish I could say that was my last trade of the day, but it was not. I kept trading, and this was my last trade of the day. It was the biggest loss, so I was pretty upset. Again, I'm looking at volume here. I'm looking at a low of day, which if we zoom out, we were almost, if you look at that line that I'm drawing right here, I basically entered that position right after it tested that level. And right as we were testing it, I got in on this put position, and unfortunately I got in, I want to say about right here or here, and then it ran up, and I got out at the top of this candlestick, and just not great. I went from my first trade being positive and actually fitting my plan, fitting my setups for the day. Everything was according to plan. If you look at my levels, I had my levels charted. Oops. There's really no excuses for today. But to sum it up, I did have a plan going into today, and my first trade was positive as a result of me following my plan and executing properly, and then waited all day patiently, not trading FOMC volatility, not trading anything in this nonsense through here, just not even bothering with it, because I know, to me, this is gambling. And down here, I just lost everything mentally. I was deteriorating very quickly, over trading, revenge trading, and trying to catch a big move at the bottom of the day down to past my short target, or a big move up. End of the day, not great. But I'm learning, and I'm showing up every day, and don't trade on FOMC days. Don't overtrade. Don't revenge trade. Don't be stupid. That's it. Peace.